Recently released findings from the ACLU are claiming that school resource officers are actually doing more harm than good. But local law enforcement agencies says they have reasons to believe otherwise.
The value of an SRO is truly something that we can't measure.
Waukees Chief of Police Chad McCluskey strongly believes that if you were to ask a teacher, administrator, or any officer, they would tell you having an SRO is critical. He says SROs in Waukee are often on first-name basis with students, work to ensure kids have a stable home life, and prevent them from making mistakes they would otherwise regret. Things that weren't mentioned on ACLU of Iowa's 37-page report that documents a growing disparity and SRO's growing problem of overcriminalization of some students, where Waukee is highlighted as a district for racial disparities.
The stated goal is to keep students safe, and without question, nothing could be more important. But unfortunately, as the report finds, there is no high-quality evidence that police staffing in schools actually does increase student safety. This impacts many kids, as the report shows, but disproportionately it impacts students of color, in particular African-American kids and kids with disabilities.
A fourth of Iowa school districts have an SRO, and the report brings to light that African-American students receive referrals at twice the rate and are arrested at almost 4 times the rates of other students. And as the ACLU legal director stated in their media conference last week, they also found that there is no evidence that prove SROs make students safe. Something McCluskey says he knows for a fact is not the case.
The SROs being in the schools can prevent fights. They get information on stuff. They can go talk to kids, break things up before they happen. In one instance, one of our SROs intervened when a child got off of a bus with a mask on that they had some information on, and we're fairly confident that that may have helped deter some activity. With regards to disparity or unequal treatment or anything like that, we have processes in place for that. Any use of force is reviewed by a supervisor, it's reviewed by a captain over that division, and I look at every single one of them.
McCluskey's biggest piece of advice for parents is to go and meet their child's student resource officer and make the personal connection. He stressed that it's also important that everyone does their own form of research.
My hat's off to our SROs, they do a great job.
Savannah Lee, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.